So what do you say? You can't give me the dreams that are mine anyway. You're half the world away. You're half the world away. Hello, and today we're doing Scottish Premiership predictions for the next round of games. It's week 32 predictions. That was the song of the weekend, Half the World Away by Oasis. Great song. And the colour of the weekend is going to be an interesting colour of dark pink. And the theme of the week for these Scottish Premiership predictions, we shall go for an interesting one that is going to be the very well-known film, Happy Feet. Anyway, the first game to predict is going to be between Aberdeen and Hamilton. Now, it's a tight one here. I think Hamilton will give all that they've got, but will they be able to stop Aberdeen from winning? Probably not. So Aberdeen 1, Hamilton 0. Then it's Motherwell taking on Livingston, and I do fancy Livingston to actually cause a little bit of an upset here. Motherwell may be the home team, they may be higher in the table, but I just think Livingston have got the ability to pack a punch. So Motherwell 0, Livingston 2. Then it's Rangers versus St Mirren. Fairly comfortable win this will be for the home side. Rangers are touching distance for their title. Their long-awaited title to end the 10 in a row for Celtic. And St Mirren are not bad, but certainly winnable game for Rangers here. Rangers 2, St Mirren 0. We now have Ross County against Kilmarnock, and this is also another tight one. But I'm just going to favour the home side here. Ross County 2, Kilmarnock 1. Then it's St Johnstone versus Hibernian. And I'm actually going for a shock here. I think Hibernian might just start to lose their momentum, and St Johnstone will really make it quite embarrassing. St Johnstone 3, Hibernian 0. Then it's Dundee United taking on a wounded Celtic team. Celtic, they pretty much know the game is up at this point. They brought in the new guy to just, have the rest of the season. But ultimately, that manager position has been under scrutiny because they have high expectations of that team. They want to win titles every season. And this season wasn't like most seasons in the fact that they didn't have the fans, I suppose. That was a big part to play. But ultimately, Rangers were deservedly better. So Celtic have to pick themselves up. But I think Dundee United also are a bit of our underdog, and they could do something here against a Celtic team that, probably are just starting to wind down now for the rest of the season. So Dundee United 2, Celtic 2. Then it's Livingston versus Hamilton. This is another of the rearranged games that I think is played on the 13th of March. But Hamilton here will be struggling because I think Livingston are a good side on their day. They just need to show that consistency. But Hamilton have really struggled this season, so another condemning defeat for them, in my opinion. Livingston 3, Hamilton 1. And finally, it's Ross County versus Hibernian. Now, I think Hibernian, they do have 2 fixtures in this game week, but I think they'll bounce back from that disappointment to Johnston. Ross County are also good, but I do think Ross County do concede too many, so we'll go with Ross County 2, Hibernian 3. And that wraps up my predictions for match day 32 of the Scottish Premiership. It's so nearly the end of the season, but we do have these games rearranged and, of course, in the usual structure to get done. So, hope you have enjoyed. Smash a like on it, and I will be off to see Watford play against Forest. You horns!